It's been more than a month and Manipur is still burning. अभी इम्फाल में यूनियन मिनिस्टर आर.के. रंजन के घर में कुछ हजार से ज्यादा लोगों के मॉब ने पेट्रोल बम फेंककर आग लगा दी. This happened despite a curfew in this capital city. There were 9 security escorts personnel, 5 security guards and 8 additional guards on duty at the minister's residence at the time. Thankfully, he and his family were not at home.
Suddenly, crowds of people came and attacked. I was told even the house is fired.
उसके अगले ही दिन बीजेपी's offices in the state were vandalized. उससे एक दिन पहले 9 people were killed in a violent gunfight between armed villagers and militants. 2 empty houses were also burned. मणिपुर में ये सब कुछ May 3rd से चल रहा है when the ethnic clashes between the two communities Meitei and Kuki started. तब से लेकर अब तक more than 100 people have died. 320 people have sustained injuries. 60,000 से ज्यादा लोग displaced हो चुके हैं, finding shelter in 350 relief camps in the state. Meiteis कह रहे हैं Kukis ने violence शुरू किया and Kukis के हिसाब से Meiteis ने. I have spoken to people on the both sides and दोनों ही groups are feeling victimized. Sadly, rumor mongering seems to be outnumbering facts. Emotions are all over the place and everyone is outraged.
हम लोग ने अभी रुका और रुक नहीं पाया, पूरा घर जला दिया.
पूरे स्टेट में अभी तक इंटरनेट बैन है. Curfew remains in force in 11 of the 16 districts of Manipur. All my Manipuri friends who are not in Manipur are scared for the well-being of their families and friends. Those who are there in Manipur, the first-hand stories that came out from them are damn scary. So many houses, churches, temples have been burned. So many people displaced as they fled for safety. It's crazy what's going on over there. It's been more than a month and the authorities are still struggling to resume peace in the state. Retired Lieutenant General L. Nishikant Singh, जो Manipur से हैं, he recently compared the situation in the state to that in countries like Libya, Lebanon, Nigeria and Syria, that the state has now slipped into a civil war-like situation. June 12 को security forces seized 57 firearms, 318 rounds of ammunition and 5 bombs. अब तक टोटल 800 से ज्यादा firearms और 11,000 से ज्यादा ammunition सीज किए जा चुके हैं. In early May, large number of weapons were looted from police stations when ethnic violence broke out. इशू क्या है लेकिन? क्यों मणिपुर के लोगों ने हथियार उठा लिए हैं? मणिपुर की टोटल पॉपुलेशन में Meitei people represent the maximum number, around 53%. This is followed by various Naga ethnic groups at 24% and various Kuki tribes at 16%. And all these different ethnic groups practice a variety of religions. Meitei community mostly Imphal Valley में रहती है, जो कि मणिपुर का सिर्फ 10% के करीब लैंड एरिया है. वहीं Kuki community mostly live in the hills, and there have been difference between them in the past. Meiteis have considered themselves superior to the tribals, and the tribals want equality. Meitei community पिछले काफी टाइम से have been demanding to be included in the ST, scheduled tribe category, and Kukis are not okay about it. The hill tribes believe that the Meiteis are advanced community of India with their language Manipuri, Meiteilon, listed in the 8th schedule to the Indian Constitution. वहीं Meiteis के हिसाब से this reservation is needed to preserve their community and save their ancestral land, tradition, culture and language. Amongst them, many are of the opinion that large-scale illegal infiltration is happening and that the Meitei population has been declining. 19th April, Manipur High Court directed the government to recommend for inclusion of the Meitei community in the scheduled tribe list. इससे सालों पुरानी problem between the two communities reopened. Reservation के protest में all tribal स्टूडेंट यूनियंस मणिपुर एटसम ने एक ट्राइबल सॉलिडारिटी मार्च ऑर्गेनाइज किया. ये मार्च चूराचंदपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हुआ, which is also the biggest district of Manipur, and that's where the violence erupted. During the march, an armed mob allegedly attacked people of the Meitei community, leading to retaliatory attacks in the valley districts, which soon escalated the violence throughout the state. In fact, capital Imphal में भी there were several reports of homes belonging to tribal residents being allegedly attacked. Violence किस तरफ से पहले शुरू हुई? Both sides have their own stories. लेकिन जो हो रहा है, apparently it's not just about reservation. The seeds of it were sown some time back. Reservation ने बस आग में घी का काम किया है. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has been facing allegations of pushing an anti-tribal agenda since he got appointed. There is a trust issue between the tribals and the government. Biren Singh Meitei community के हैं, and so is the majority of his cabinet members. Trust issues इसलिए हैं because the government has come up with a forest conservation policy that, according to tribals, is taking away their land and resources, जो कि उनकी रोजी रोटी है. जिन tribal settlements में पिछले कुछ decades से tribals रह रहे हैं, some of them claiming to be there since way before independence, the government is preparing notices to convert those lands into reserve forests, protected forests and wetlands. As per this conservation policy, कुछ villages से 50 से ज्यादा families already displaced की जा चुकी हैं. Government का कहना है कि इनमें से काफी गांव 2021 के बाद बसे हैं और बहुत से लोग इन tribal settlements में illegal immigrants हैं. मणिपुर म्यांमार और बांग्लादेश के बॉर्डर से सटा है. Government has asked the people who are evicted to show their proof regarding the ownership of land. In tribals के हिसाब से most cases में these lands have been passed down to them from generation to generation via their ancestors, and so they don't have written records to prove that. Tribals का कहना है that declaring their land as protected forests and wetlands has been done without their consent or discussion. The popular opinion is that this is being done so that the government can claim their land. एज पर द लॉ ट्राइबल्स की जमीन को ऐसे कोई भी नहीं खरीद सकता, लेकिन ट्राइबल्स को डर ये है कि अगर मैतेई कम्युनिटी को एसटी कैटेगरी में इंक्लूड कर लिया जाता है तो उस केस में क्या होगा। मैतेई कम्युनिटी विल बी एबल टू परचेज एनी लैंड इवन इन द ट्राइबल एरिया। इस सब के अलावा ट्रस्ट इशू इसलिए भी है क्योंकि ईस्ट इंफाल की ट्राइबल कॉलोनी में 3 चर्च डिमोलिश कर दिए गए फॉर बीइंग इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑन गवर्नमेंट लैंड। दीज चर्चेस वर कंस्ट्रक्टेड बैक इन 1974। 41% Manipuris Christians हैं, and they saw the demolition of churches as an attack on their religious beliefs and practices. To make matters worse, एक पॉपुलर लोकल न्यूज चैनल्स ने इन ट्राइब्स को म्यांमारीज बोल दिया, which further fueled the anger. इस सब के चलते the seeds of mistrust and hatred have been sown so deep in Manipur that दोनों ही sides got instigated and it took the shape of these riots. और इस सब में सफर कर रहा है आम आदमी, not from any one community, but from both the sides. Imagine अगर आपके सालों की मेहनत से बनाए घर को जला दिया जाए, क्या आपको गुस्सा नहीं आएगा? And when this गुस्सा becomes part of a collective with a background of injustices of the past, it brings out the worst in people. ऐसा ही कुछ होता नजर आ रहा है यहाँ पर। The government needs to step up and restore trust of its people, जो कि फिलहाल होता नहीं दिख रहा है। If the government would have consulted the people on ground before making these policies, तो शायद situation इतनी खराब ना होती। What do you think? Tell me in the comments below and share this video with as many people as possible to inform everyone on what's going on in Manipur.